You okay? The voice was impossibly deep and vibrated in the very marrow of her bones. Tilting her head back, she stared up and up. Holy cow! He was one of the biggest men she'd ever seen, and every inch of it was prime. The black t-shirt he wore stretched across an acre of shoulders and clung to rock-hard abs. At a loss for words, she catalogued his features. He wasn't handsome. That was far too tame a word. Primal sprang to mind. His face was all hard, sharp angles, his jaw stubborn. She curled her hands into fists to keep from reaching up to touch him to make sure he was real and not some figment of her overactive imagination. Maybe I'm dead, and this is heaven? His hair was pure white and pulled back from his face in a short tail. But this guy wasn't anywhere near ancient. No, he was young and vibrant and smoking hot. She didn't think it was dyed either. Not a single dark root in sight. And maybe it was stereotyping, but he didn't seem the type to dye it. That meant it was hereditary. He held her at arm's length, his lips compressing into a hard line. Lady, are you okay? Tongue-tied by his mere presence, she nodded. You need to watch where you're going. Releasing her, he walked away without a backward glance. He might be handsome as sin, but his personality sucked. Okay, that wasn't fair. He'd saved her life. She'd cut him some slack. He likely had somewhere he needed to be. Glancing down, she found her deli bag. By some stroke of luck, it hadn't gotten squashed beneath the tires of a car or trampled by passing feet. She grabbed it and checked. The sandwich was slightly crushed. The brownie was unharmed. Zoe took a deep breath. You're okay. Despite her reassurance, her stomach churned, and she couldn't stop trembling. She wasn't sure if it was due to the scare she'd had or the man who'd saved her. Probably both in equal parts. Forsaking the park, she headed home. Her unexpected hero was already out of sight. Sighing, she went to rub her hand against her forehead and clunked herself with a deli bag. Get with it, girl. Clasping the bag to her chest, she slowly walked home and dragged herself up the stairs. She wasn't hurt, but she'd had a shock. After kicking off her sneakers, she took her meal to her desk, which stood in front of her one window and doubled as her dining table. Staring down at the street, she ate by rote, not tasting the delicious sandwich. I wonder what color his eyes are. Sunglasses had covered them, but she'd sensed the intensity of his gaze from behind the tinted lenses. Giving a sigh, she reached for the brownie. Stop it. It's over. He's gone. You were two ships passing in the night, even if it was daytime. Maybe he's your guardian angel. That made her laugh. He was too badass. Whoever he was anything but an angel.